What's the deal, family? Welcome to another episode of Sips of Success. This is episode number 9, and I am Cameron, and this is my beautiful wife.
Erin, hey.
Man, what's going on?
Nothing much,
What we
Just
sipping on?
prepping for the holidays and
Cheers.
what are we sipping on? I don't
We
know.
are sipping on Cranberry Cinnamon Gimlets. So I made the Cranberry Cinnamon simple syrup from scratch.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was over there chefing it up,
So what's in that?
for a nice little Christmas cocktail. What's in this? It's gin, lime juice, and the cinnamon cranberry simple syrup.
Yum.
Very
Cinnamon
easy cocktail.
cranberry syrup. You always call it simple syrup.
Well,
but
I
it's
guess
not.
okay, syrup, whatever. Because without this, it's just
Cameron
it is
will
simple.
say like all these different parts and then say simple syrup. It's like what makes it simple is that it's just water
and sugar.
Sugar.
Well,
Yes.
this is not so simple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry
though.
simple, not so simple, not so simple syrup. That was like a tongue twister, I guess.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, this or that. Would you rather have free plane tickets for the rest of your life for wherever in the world you want to go, or free hotel rooms for the rest of your life for wherever you want to go?
Probably free hotel.
Why?
I feel like some hotels are worth. I would say worth more money than a flight, I guess.
See,
I
I,
guess
I almost added a little asterisk to this.
What's the asterisk?
Okay. Would you rather have free first class plane tickets for the rest of your life, or free 3.5-star hotels
first
for the
class.
rest of your life?
First class.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? You don't think the value of the hotel would be better than a first class flight?
3.5 star.
Yeah. 3.5 star, they probably got a little
I think it's-
breakfast buffet.
I think 3.5 star might be decent, but we haven't stayed in a 3.5 star since we've been traveling.
Okay.
So I would say personally, no.
So you would pick the hotels if you got to pick the hotel.
What?
Like you would pick the free hotels if you got to select which hotel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if it could be the absolute best hotel at
Yeah.
every single location.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would pick the flights as well.
Yeah, I think that
First
makes
class flights.
Yeah. Because we do not be flying first class.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's like. Oh, well, I've done it once, but it was like an upgrade. But still,
I feel like the value of hotels is just more impactful than the value of flights.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Like I feel like we know, like we're very, I guess, stickler with how we like to like stay somewhere, and I would prefer to where I'm laying my head down to be the best that it can possibly be versus sitting on a plane where it's a plane. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're still in the air.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with economy
Yeah.
and stay somewhere nice than
Yeah,
to be in
versus
first class and stay somewhere
just for a
that's
little
not that
extra leg
nice.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, let us know what you guys would do. Would you pick the hotel, free hotels, or free flights?
yeah. Did we disagree yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think we disagreed on a this or that yet.
Yeah, we need to soon.
This is a goal of yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think a good topic would be do opposites really attract?
I think so.
You think that they really attract?
Yeah.
Maybe this is where we disagree at.
Okay, so in my opinion, opposites doesn't necessarily mean that you have two very polarizing
Okay.
perspectives on life. Like, it doesn't mean that you're so polar opposite. I feel like people can have different personalities, but the same moral like compass.
Yeah.
And to me, that's enough of opposites to attract. Like, it can be one really boisterous person and one really relaxed person, but underneath the surface, they're more alike than they are
okay.
unalike.
Okay, I like
That's
how you put
how
that.
I would say. Like,
Okay.
from an opposites attract in terms of personality, I think it's very possible and almost arguably better than when people have the same personality. And like, to me, sometimes that can just be too much.
Yeah, I feel you. I like how you put that definition. I don't know what you're about to say, but
Oh man, I thought we were gonna disagree.
because I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think with us, you are the, I guess, what's the word you use? That's a
Boisterous.
little too big for me, but and I'm more of the more nonchalant, chill one, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know if that's what attracted us though. So
I think we are. No, I don't think that's what attracted us. I
yeah,
think our similarities attracted us
that's what
more
I'm
than our
saying,
differences.
and that's where I guess I'm speaking from. I feel like we're more alike than we are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're more alike than we are different. But I would say too, like if you take so like when we talk about, let's say something easy like grocery shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always say like I hate grocery shopping. Well, I wouldn't say hate. I don't like. I prefer not to grocery shop. It's
Me
not something
too.
that I desire to do. But you always say like I don't like it either. So like we're similar in that.
Yeah.
But you are the one that would do it before I would.
Yeah,
Really, the only time
not
I
because
do
I
it.
want to though, but because I feel
So
like that role has just fallen onto my plate. If I didn't have to do it, I definitely wouldn't.
okay, well, I would say I think that when you have when you have like similar ways or similar thoughts or whatever, it's easier for you to function within your relationship. Like I feel like you're able to enjoy things better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like neither of us like going to the grocery store.
No.
You express that you don't like it just as much as I don't like it, but I choose to go with you because I enjoy being with you versus
Right.
not going at all because I simply don't like to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's I don't know. I feel like that's when it's like a test. Do y'all really like each other? I like enjoying time no matter what it is we're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert?
Me
Yeah.
to people that I know and like, I would say extrovert. To people I don't know, introvert. I would say more of an introvert than anything.
See, I personally don't think you're an introvert.
But why is that?
Because I don't know. Maybe we're both, I think we're both introverts. I personally feel like you are the one who's more likely to start up a conversation with a complete stranger than I am. Now, I know that's not the definition of an extrovert. Extroverts, I guess, by definition from whoever created these definitions, is somebody who gets energized from being around
Right.
people, and introverts get energized being alone. I personally have a extroverted personality to people that I don't know
Yeah.
and to people that I do know. I would say that
You have a
most people
you have a
probably
bubbly
would
personality.
assume that I am an extrovert
Yeah.
just from my personality. I'm very bubbly and outgoing
Yeah.
to some extent. But I don't, when I'm done being around people, I'm like, oh, thank
You're
God. Like,
exhausted.
I'm ready to go home and just be by myself or
Is
slash
that
with you.
introverted?
Yes, because I feel like I get more energy being alone. And then I'm like, okay, I want to go see people now because now I have enough energy to give to other people.
Does it sound bad?
But to you, I feel like you. Y'all should see the look he just gave me if you're listening. I wouldn't say that you're an extrovert. Let me not say that. I would say you have more extroverted tendencies when we are with strangers than I do. I'm 9 times out of 10, I might compliment a woman and be like, oh my gosh, I love your nails, or you look so pretty, or like, your hair is busting, whatever. Like, I might say something like that. But I'm not just starting up a conversation. Cameron is, if we're sitting at a bar or out to eat and he overhears something maybe and he's like, oh yeah, you saw that too? Where you guys?
It's only
and I'm
certain
just
topics
like,
though. It's certain topics. If it's cars or sports, and I think the guy is like, if we have like, it's like if you meet for guys it's different. Like if I see a guy out and we're right next to each other, this is like one example, but like if we're next to each other, we have that similarity, then I will inquire. Otherwise, if it's not something I'm interested in, it's not happening. Now, on the other hand, as another example, I'm more likely to say something or engage out of a defense mechanism, right? Especially if you're with me, right? So, say you're getting onto an elevator, right? there's maybe one or two other people on, and they're kind of have that stark look. They don't look inviting. So I'm gonna say, "What's going on, boss?" or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it known that, hey, I noticed you in here. I'm not assuming. I can't assume that you're good, and I can't
Like
assume
I'm
that.
not a threat.
Yeah,
Basically.
I'm not a threat, and you shouldn't be a threat to me.
Right.
But I'm letting you know it's best for you not to be a threat to me.
Right.
So I'm going to say something to
Acknowledge your
acknowledge the fact that
presence.
we're both in here together.
Yeah.
Everything is all cool. We're going to keep it all cool.
Right.
It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like you're just the more social one in general in terms
Social?
of being when we're out in a, like
I
when
think it's
we're,
because of that, though.
yeah. Maybe it is a protection, like,
Yeah, it's just kind of
mechanism.
like be easy, because if I don't, then I won't look at you at all. I won't give you any eye contact. So I've been more conscious about that. I would say in my adulthood, where I'm like, okay, let me be present in the environment that I'm in.
I will say you have definitely come out of your shell as an adult. When we were younger, I would not have said what I just said. When we were in high school and even college, I wouldn't
it's not
say
happening.
that. But now I feel like you've grown to be more social, which almost in certain instances more than I
Like
am.
yeah.
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 So
I would agree with that.
now my personality is more outgoing, but yours is not. Like you are more on the surface. You seem way more quiet, way more just mild than me.
I ain't seen it. It's very
Yes,
normal.
you are. You are. But yeah, I mean, that's
No,
more of what
I
I'm
get what
like,
you're
that's
saying.
where we
Yeah.
are more opposing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But do you think that true opposites, if you were to take it deeper than personality, so maybe two people who have different religions, or two people who are of different races, or two people, like people can look at those things as opposites when to them they might not think that. They might be like, well, we practice different religions, or we're different races, but I still feel like internally we're like very aligned in the same.
I feel like those are very hard unless the two people. It's hard to say give a real opinion on that unless I was in that situation, right?
Yeah.
But I also would. I'm not gonna say never, but obviously never now. But I probably would never put myself in that situation because I'm not trying to find out.
Yeah.
You know, especially like from a religion standpoint. There's nothing against what people believe, but I'm not in the I guess world of trying to convince someone on what I believe. Like I don't want to have to try to go through that. Like I prefer like now I meet somebody and you know the way I am, they say, "Hey, I want to do that too." Then cool. But I'm not trying to get into it knowing that you believe in what you believe just as much I believe in what I believe, and that will never change.
Now,
10 years down the road, I'm not trying to run into an issue that we truthfully never really discussed, even though we think we discussed it.
yeah.
So
Because I mean, things can sound good up until it's reality that you're facing, and
it's
then-
kind of like it's like the race thing. If you're black or white or whatever, there has been some instances where we've seen or heard about where they realized that they didn't address
certain things.
race. So when all hell breaks loose, then now they like, whoa, this really ain't it.
Yeah, or you
Right,
just
so-
sweep it under the rug and pretend that
But then
it
it's
doesn't
still-
exist.
Yeah,
which
so
then that's still an issue.
an issue. So
Yeah. Okay. So what about something that people could view a little less of a deal breaker, but someone who has opposite spending patterns or financial patterns than you? They say that finances is like one of the top reasons why people get divorced or break up. So do you think that that's something to be heavily considered if you're with someone and you're aligned on so many things, but the finance piece you're opposites on?
yeah.
What do you think?
These are so very opinionated. Like,
It's just tough because when people say opposites attract, it's like, well, what do you mean
What
by
do you mean
that?
by that?
Do you
Yeah.
mean opposite in terms of deep moral like beliefs,
Right.
or opposites in terms of, oh, I'm outgoing and he's quiet, and
Right.
I'm, he's whatever. Like whatever those
yeah,
opposite
is it light
things
or is
are.
it big?
Yeah, is it
like,
light or is
heavy,
it big?
You know? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a very opinion. I feel like it's a by case situation. If you're dating or if you, hopefully that doesn't happen by the time you get married. But like, I feel like if you're kicking it with people or whatever, like you should be able to point those things out early on to, I guess, choose whether or not you're going to continue. Most people, obviously, I feel as though they continue. They don't like to pay attention to like what's considered the hard things,
Yeah.
or just reality. And it doesn't have to be anything bad. It's just like, I like this person enough, so I'm going to ignore the fact that that's a thing for
Yeah.
whatever that thing is.
I
so
agree.
I don't, yeah, I don't know. But I guess even with finances, like I would say with like me and you, I'm thinking like, oh, you made me feel like I had to spend this money when we were dating when we first met. But then your dad would be like, Aaron is so good with money. Like she be saving. She's just, he'll brag on the I'm like, know what girl you talking about? But
Well, I wasn't spending my money.
exactly, but that's what he was talking about. You spending his money too. So
Babe, you act like I had you take me to steakhouses and stuff.
I didn't say that.
I'm
See,
just saying.
that's also other people's perception. I didn't even know what a steakhouse was. So still, what you was trying to do was still out of my budget.
I was just trying to go to the movies and Outback.
Hey,
that's
sometimes that's a little too much. Your boy was on a very tight budget.
Very
tight.
You
budget.
had no budget. Wait, what is Audie doing?
This dog.
Okay, so do you feel like we're opposites on anything besides just our personality?
The brandy thing.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that's the only thing I could think of. No, for real, for all jokes aside, like I don't really think that we are like opposite for real. Like I'm sure that we have like some opposing things, but nothing significant enough for me to say like we're just opposite. But also like I said, I think that when you have more similarities than opposing features or I guess ways, I feel like you will enjoy the person more. That's like I said, like the grocery store. I would prefer not to go, but because you're going, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
Not because I want to go to the grocery store, but because I want to be with you.
Right.
Right. A lot of people talk about, you know how the joke is with Target, right? Mm-hmm. The reality is most of us like going to Target. Most guys like going to Target. Like it's something in Target for you too. So like that's the reality. Like
You trying to go to Target?
I just went today.
Why would you go without me?
I'm just saying, I did go today. I had to get something for you though. I went and got that tea. I was out. You were getting your hair done, so I went and got the tea so you wouldn't have to go do it. Right? So I mean, I'm just saying that there's this ongoing like worldly joke where don't go in there spending all that money. When really, I don't care. Like, honestly, it's better, too, when you buy the things. I'm glad that you're able to go get the stuff that you just want to get, even if it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Right? But it's less about that and more about the fact that I just enjoy seeing you being happy. Mm-hmm. So, like, Target, I feel like is a better one than just the grocery store, you know?
Yeah.
So.
But for us, we have kind of opposite tasks around the house. Like, you do all the outside work. I do all of the cooking and
I do the laundry.
You do the laundry. We both clean. I feel like you're more of a tidier and I'm more of like the cleaner.
Yeah.
So I mean, you do more with the dog.
Yeah. But I feel like even that balances out, right? So like obviously like throughout the week I may keep the house as more tidy, and then you'll have like those days where you like deep clean, right? Mm-hmm. But then like I feel like that offsets because you ain't doing nothing outside.
Yeah, no.
So like I'm doing all the deep cleaning outside or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if I was doing all that, then I would maybe burned out. I don't know. I'm just saying it would be a possibility. So I think if we wanted to choose, now we're nitpicking on what's opposing. So like, you know what I mean? We're trying to find a way, but folk be doing that too. I'm just trying to see what's wrong with you.
Yeah, so the verdict, do you think opposites attract?
I really don't think they attract.
You think you have to be more alike than different?
I feel like you have to be more alike than different.
Okay.
Like I feel like you have to agree on a lot more than you
disagree.
Yeah, because I feel like disagreements is also what it can turn into the smallest things that can, I guess, disengage you from anybody really if you have the smallest disagreement, if you're having a disagreements over time. Yeah. Oh, you don't like peppermint, or no, I like spearmint. Since when? Now you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know. I don't think I had to really think about that. I just don't think that they actually attract. I'm trying to figure out where did that quote come from? Yeah. Because I don't know. And even when I see others, just say other couples or whatever, I'm like, no, they're alike. They like the same things.
Yeah. They might.
I think maybe it came from the fact that I'm a man, or we're men and you guys are women, and maybe that's what it's coming from. But from an overall, like I guess, like a center of it, most people that be with people, well, I won't say most because I don't know. Sometimes I'd be like, what
But
they
the
doing?
most people who
But
have successful marriages that we know are more alike
like
than
then they
different.
are,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. I do
yeah,
think you have to be more alike than different to
yeah,
have like a relationship that feels aligned.
yeah,
So, okay.
yeah.
Love that.
I think that was a good episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Um, Real quick, this is episode number 9, and then we're taking a break for the rest of 2023, just to kind of enjoy the holidays, enjoy our family, recoup, have like a small little break. We will be back in January, maybe second midweek, sometime around or before Martin Luther King Day. So yeah, we'll be back very, very soon.
Yes. Don't forget to leave us a comment with your this or that. And let us know if you think opposites attract. I love reading the comments because you guys be like spilling all the tea.
Yeah, y'all be going
And,
crazy in there.
let us know if you and your spouse are opposites or if
Yeah,
you're more alike than you are different.
yeah,
But also leave us a review on Spotify, on Apple, on wherever you're listening to this podcast so we can just move up in the ranks.
yeah. So thank y'all.
Alrighty.
Happy holidays to
Happy
everybody.
holidays.
If you rock with me, then you rock with us. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.